I generate over $100,000 in sales for one of my clients every single month, all through email and SMS marketing. Those results are predictable and consistent, which makes the scaling way easier and way more profitable. In this video, I'll break down the exact strategy I use to get those results and how you can do the same for your e-commerce business. Now, if this is the first time you meet me, my name is Konrad Wysocki and I've been able to generate over 7 figures in sales for multiple e-commerce brands just from email marketing. I post weekly detailed videos to help e-commerce brand owners grow their business without relying on paid ads. Alright, so here you are. As you can see, here are some of the results broken down month by month. We started working in September, and since then we've been able to generate over 100k for them. It was a really rebrand. We managed to do it every single month, and I just wanted to give a little bit of background. So first 2 months of us working together were looking very good, over 50% of total revenue from Klaviyo. Usually it just indicates that you're underspending on ads or your strategy relies heavily on email and SMS. So what they've done in November is to spend more, which is quite obvious because this is like Friday, Cyber Monday, all the Q4 craziness going on. We also turned off the welcome series because they had a sidewide deal that increased the overall website conversion. So the revenue from email was slightly lower because the welcome series is the highest revenue generating flow. So without that, our overall revenue dropped, but it was still 36%, which is very healthy, very good for growth. Those are really solid results, and we still managed to get the 130k. So now let's just jump into the strategy and how did we get those results for them and how you can do the same. So here's the exact strategy that I use to get those results, and as you already know probably, I use mind maps a lot on this channel. So here's another mind map. I love using them because it's super simple to just showcase everything. So yeah, this is how it looked like. The sign up form was both for desktop and mobile. The offer was gift with purchase, which was converting very well. It was converting at around 12 to 14%, which is super high. And then for desktop it was exit intent only, and for mobile it was 8 seconds or 60% scroll, which is the usual thing we go for. Then later on we changed it to smaller, shorter trigger to make sure it triggers quicker. So the overall net subscribers were higher. That's when we changed it, and we saw better results because we had more people coming in. So for flows, I just split it into pre-purchase and post-purchase. So for pre-purchase flows, I use the core ones that I always use for all of my clients, which is welcome series, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, browse abandonment, and site abandonment. All of them are key to make sure that your site converts very, very good. Obviously, most of people just have this welcome series and abandoned checkout. Those are only 2 core flows, but you need all of them to make sure that person that goes through your website step by step can be remarketed and can receive the email. So for example, if someone is active on site but they didn't click any product, they'll get the email from site abandonment. Then for browse abandonment, if someone was just viewing the products but didn't add them to cart, they'll get browse abandonment flow email, and so on and so on. The important thing to remember here is that you want to make good exclusions. So if you have a flow site abandonment which is being triggered by a person being active on site, then you want to filter those people and remove those who already viewed the product. Because if you don't do it, then all people who will be active on site will receive site abandonment, browse abandonment, and so on and so on. So each flow needs to have proper exclusions, and for abandoned checkout we exclude purchases, for abandoned cart we exclude checkouts and purchases, for browse abandonment we exclude carts, checkouts, and purchases, and for site abandonment we exclude all of the other flows, which is browses, checkouts, carts, and purchases. This way people don't get spammed with your emails, they just receive the email from the flow they should be receiving. It's also better for the overall conversion because each content for each flow is aligned with the stage of the customer journey, so it's always good to do it. For post-purchase flows, we also use the core ones, which is customer thank you, customer win back, VIP, first purchase anniversary, or customer birthday. You can do both. If you have the date of birth for your customer, you can use their birthday, so that will be good as well. And then sunset unengaged, because they had a ton of people who were unengaged. The list wasn't cleaned whatsoever, so we just cleaned it to make sure that they are paying less for Klaviyo, and we are also not sending emails to people who are not opening, which would affect their open rate, etc, etc. So this is how we went for flows. The length of these flows was quite usual. So for welcome series we had 7 emails, and most of them just had different offers because the main objection for this brand was that people were, they thought maybe the price is not the ideal, so we were running a bunch of different offers to see how it's gonna convert. For abandoned cart and checkout, we had both email and SMS, same goes for welcome series. So we had like, in welcome series we had like around 7 emails plus 2 or 3 text messages. For abandoned cart and checkout, we had both 2 text messages plus 5 emails. For browse abandonment, we were sending just 4 emails, and for site abandonment, we were sending 3 emails. Customer thank you was quite long. We also tried bounce back offer, which was an email being sent 1 hour after someone placed the order, being like, hey, thanks for buying, here's your order is being packed. If you want to buy more, feel free to do it because some of our pieces may go out of stock, so just do it now. Just creating some urgency without any discount whatsoever. The email had a really high open rate, click rate, and place order rate, which is great. The length of the flow was like 6 emails long. For customer winback and VIP, we went with 3 emails long flows. First purchase anniversary or customer birthday is 2 emails long. First one being just announcing the the birthday and being like, hey, thanks, here's your gift. And second one just like urgency reminder. For sunset unengaged, we went with 1 email, which is quite usual. I saw like a bunch of brands doing 3 emails, sometimes even where they had like 3% open rate on the last email, and it was huge brand. They were doing like 7 figures per month, but just don't do it. It doesn't make sense. Those people are unengaged anyway, so just send them 1 email, like hit or miss. If they don't engage after 2 or 3 days, just mark them as suppressed or unengaged, and then suppress them. Now let's go into campaigns. So we're sending a lot of campaigns, between 4 and 5 every single week, just because we had a bunch of people right there. We also split it into a segment, so engaged, non-buyers, existing customers, and VIPs. Most of the campaigns were being sent to people who were engaged and to existing customers. To non-buyers, we were sending just a bunch of different offers, incentives to make them buy, but as you can see, for content it was mainly promotional one. For value packed, we didn't set that many content. We are starting to do it right now, just starting to include some more value packed content like jewelry stack ideas, how to care about your rings, etc, etc. So this is our main strategy, how we did that. It's pretty straightforward. Like, the truth is, you don't need to complicate it, because all of that is enough to get those results. And again, if your strategy is not converting, then probably just need to improve your core flows, which will be welcome series, abandoned cart, and checkout. Customer thank you is one of those core flows as well, but this one is more for relationship building rather than just strictly selling. This is what I prefer to do. So yeah, this is how it looks like, and again, we are getting them consistent results. So the strategy is very, very simple. Feel free to steal it and use it on your own, and I'm sure you'll get amazing results. As you can see, the strategy has been proven to work well. So if you want to make an extra 30 to 50% more revenue from email and SMS, feel free to use it, because I'm sure it's gonna work well. But if you want to save yourself a headache and you don't want to waste a lot of time or money, you can just book a call with me using the link in the video description, where we'll have a chat and I will show you how we can handle your email marketing to make the most money possible. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.